Have a fun video you'd like to see featured on NCW Life? Email us at newsphotos@ncwlife.com. Good Tuesday evening and welcome to the NCW Life Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window. And what can we say about this day today, with highs generally in the upper 60s around the area? As we take a look at the Columbia River from our Orondo camera, this time looking back at Wenatchee. You can see Highway 97 off to the left side of your screen, and crystal clear, calm waters on the Columbia River today. A few high wispy clouds out there today, but keep in mind our normal high is 64 degrees for this time of year. And look at these temperatures as we make our way through the week, even though we will see some changes by the weekend. 78 our expected high tomorrow, about 79 on Thursday, maybe even higher than 82 on Friday. And then things begin to cool down as a weather system moves through, which will bring us a pretty decent chance for rain, especially by Sunday. But boy, enjoy these next few days while you have the chance. We'll tell you more about your forecast a little bit later on. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. Two boats full of people participating in a fishing tournament on Lake Chelan were lucky to avoid serious injury when their boats collided early Saturday morning. And the case of the deputy versus Chelan County Sheriff's Office is now over. But first, we begin tonight. A home security camera captured a vandal in the act of breaking windows at an East Wenatchee area home overnight. Douglas County Sheriff Harvey Jesdahl is hopeful that the video helps identify the suspect.
Well, at about 3:45 in the morning on the night of the 24th, we got a call of a burglary in progress at the 300 block of Man of War Lane. The deputies got to the scene and found that a back glass door had been broken out, as also a window that went into the kitchen.
If you can identify the suspect in that video, contact the Douglas County Sheriff's Office. Two boats full of people participating in a fishing tournament on Lake Chelan were lucky to avoid serious injury when their boats collided early Saturday morning. Chelan County Sheriff's Marine Patrol Deputy Ryan Moody says the accident occurred as the fishermen were getting positioned to start the Something Catch Kokanee tournament.
Boats were heading towards each other. Both operators explained how the other boat's life kind of got mixed in with the town the backdrop of the town that they were coming from. So one was coming from Anson, one was coming from Chelan, and they couldn't really get a good depth perception or how close each other was. By the time they both realized how close they were to each other, it was too late.
Moody says his investigation continues, but it looks like there was fault by both operators. He says weather may have also played a factor, with winds gusting to 25 miles per hour and a chop on the water. Moody says boaters should always try to be prepared.
Just a reminder to people, and the thing that, especially around here, the thing that I always like to emphasize is that people check the weather before they go, because what can start, especially around here, we have Lake Wenatchee, Lake Chelan, and even the Columbia. What could start off as a beautiful, calm day can end with like 50-mile-an-hour winds like we had the other day. So just that if you're going to be out on that, prepare for it and make sure that your boat can handle what the weather wants to do with it.
One female occupant of one of the boats received facial cuts and lacerations, but no one was seriously injured. That according to Moody. As the weather warms and more people head out on the water, Moody reminds boaters the best way to avoid disaster.
I know it's not practical to have everyone wearing their life vest, but if people can understand that out of all the boating collisions and fatalities, 80% of them would have been averted. The deaths would have been averted had they been wearing the life vest.
The case of the deputy versus the Chelan County Sheriff's Office is now over. In a motion filed in late March, the attorney representing Chelan County asked Douglas County Superior Court Judge John Hotchkiss to lower the damage award to Deputy Jennifer Tyler of $500,000 or call a new trial. Late last week, Judge Hotchkiss found no reason to overturn a jury verdict awarding her the money. Hotchkiss said he would not order a new trial nor lower the amount of damages awarded at the March 7th trial. Tyler was awarded the damages after a jury found that the Sheriff's Department was guilty of wrongful employment retaliation. Well, it took 6 firefighters about 30 minutes to contain a brush fire yesterday afternoon near Chelan. Around 2 p.m. Monday, Chelan Fire and Rescue received the call of a controlled burn on Antoine Creek Road west of Wells Dam that had spread due to windy conditions. Fire personnel arrived on scene to a 2-acre brush fire burning in light to medium fuels. 2 fire trucks and a command vehicle all assisted in putting out that blaze. Well, on Thursday, Wenatchee Police, Washington State Patrol, Chelan County Sheriff, Douglas County Sheriff, Washington State Fish and Wildlife, and East Wenatchee Police will co-sponsor the annual Wenatchee Area Chief for a Day celebration. Chief for a Day is an opportunity to celebrate the lives of chronically ill and/or terminally ill children from our area. The children will receive and wear tailored police uniforms from each local law enforcement agency. During a ceremony at Memorial Park, they will be sworn in by a local judge and receive a customized badge from their agency. After a badge pinning ceremony at Memorial Park, these little chiefs will spend 1 or more hours interacting with public and police, enjoying interactive police displays set up throughout the park. Part of the presentation will be gifts donated by area merchants and departmental personnel. The Chief for a Day event was made such an impact on the children that 2 of them requested and were buried in their uniforms given to them by their sponsoring law enforcement department. If you would like to donate to Chief for a Day, please make checks out to Apple Blossom Festival Chief for a Day. Coming up next, today is Election Day, and we'll give you a preview of some very important issues on the ballot. And the Wenatchee Exchange Club recently announced its Community Hero Award for 2018, and it's a familiar name. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCW Life Evening News.
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
Hi there, my name is Patrick and I'm the branch manager here at New American Funding. Applying for a home loan is an exciting time. You may have a lot of questions about how to meet your home loan goals, the loan process, or your borrowing options. We're here to help. We do things differently here at New American Funding. Not only do we have an array of loan products and a team of specialists to support you, but we get to know you personally. We want to earn your trust and business for life. So stop by our Wenatchee or Chelan office or give us a call today.
Welcome back. In another news, have you voted yet? The deadline to return your mail-in ballots is today. The special election will decide the fate of a new Wenatchee High School bond, a Fire and Parks District levy in Manson, and an M&O levy in the Brewster School District. Chelan County Auditor Skip Moore says over 30% of the ballots that were sent out have been returned.
The Wenatchee School District's coming in at 31%. The Manson Park and Rec District's coming in at 35%. And Fire District number 7's coming in at 41%. When we roll those up and look at the entire election, we're at 33%. But so, as you can see, the Wenatchee School District, the biggest one on this election, is in at 31%, close to 32%. I anticipate that's going to go up with mail received today and then the drop box tomorrow.
NCW Life will post the results of tonight's vote count to our website and Facebook soon after the polls close at 8 p.m. Well, in the past year, nearly 900 gallons of unused medication has been collected in the United States as part of the National Drug Take-Back Day. Once again, Confluence Health has partnered with Sharps Compliance to combat the growing epidemic of prescription drug abuse by providing solutions to safely dispose of opioid painkillers and other unused medications. The National Drug Take-Back Day is this Saturday, April 28th. In the last year, this program has grown to 7 locations in 6 cities across the 4 counties of north central Washington. Confluence Health drug collection and disposal receptacles are located at Wenatchee Valley Hospital, Central Washington Hospitals in Wenatchee, Laketown Pharmacy in Moses Lake, Dones Valley Pharmacy in Cashmere, Okanagan Pharmacy in Okanagan, and the Omak Pharmacy in Omak. Well, permits go on sale May 1st for commercial harvesting of mushrooms from the Jolly Mountain Fire area in the Okanagan Wenatchee National Forest. Permits will be sold at the Cle Elum and Natchez Rangers districts and the Forest Headquarters office in Wenatchee. The growing season for morel mushrooms begins as soon as snow melts and continues through July depending on elevation, slope aspect as well, and precipitation. The exact start date for harvest will depend upon when mushrooms begin to appear in the fire area. People must have a commercial permit if they plan to collect or process more than 5 gallons of mushrooms per day, or if they intend to sell mushrooms. No commercial use mushroom harvesting will be permitted in portions of the Uno Peak Fire near Manson, the Diamond Creek Fire near Mazama, Jack Creek Fire in the Alpine Lakes Wilderness, and the Norse Peak and American Fires in the William O. Douglas Wilderness northwest of Natchez. For more information about commercial or personal use mushroom harvesting, please contact any Okanagan Wenatchee National Forest office during business hours or go to the forest website at www.fs.usda.gov/go-to-mushroom. Well, the Wenatchee Exchange Club recently announced its Community Hero Award for 2018, and it's a familiar name. This year's winner is Wenatchee High School mariachi teacher Ramon Rivera. The award is presented for outstanding service and involvement to the youth of our community. This award will only be presented as the Exchange Club finds individuals going above and beyond for the youth of the Valley. Ramon Rivera was nominated by School Superintendent Brian Flonis. Rivera received the award at a ceremony luncheon last Friday, April 20th at the Town Toyota Center. Congratulations. You're watching the NCW Life Evening News. Coming up next, your sports update with Eric Granstrom and our feature story tonight. That and much more still to come right here on the NCW Life Evening News. Stay with us.
J&J Snack Foods makes a lot of dough-filled products. It's really hard to attract labor in this area. We've reached out to Goodwill, and Goodwill came through to help us get that achieved. John started here at the plant a couple of months ago. We promoted him to a dough maker. He's doing well.
I'm actually doing great. I'm finally getting more notice and appreciated for my work here. I love the products we make here.
If you're struggling finding the labor that you need, reach out to Goodwill. Goodwill, there's more behind the store.
Papa Murphy's presents a fresh take on fresh. Here's the deal. If it comes from a freezer, not fresh. Box, not fresh. Bag, not fresh. Fresh means just chopped vegetables. Cheese grated by us daily. Fresh means we don't even have ovens, because you have an oven. So you can feel good about feeding it to your home bake an XL NY pizza, topped with giant pepperoni and ground sausage on an extra large foldable New York style crust. Just $8.99. Papa Murphy's, love at 425 degrees.
Lake Wenatchee YMCA camp programs focus on our 4 core values of caring, honesty, respect, and responsibility. Make this summer's memories last a lifetime. Pick your theme week today with a wide variety of safe and engaging activities. Lake Wenatchee YMCA camp is the ultimate summer fun in the sun camp for children, teens, and families. Reserve your child's week today.
And now it's a sports update on the NCW Life channel. And a happy Tuesday, a perfect day yesterday for golf for the Big Nine boys as they participated in the 5th pod of the season at Three Lakes in Malaga yesterday. And the Wenatchee boys held serve on their home course, compiling a .313 score to finish first. West Valley second at .330, Eastmont third at .345. Well, as the echoing cheers faded in the Town Toyota Center following last week's championship win for the Wenatchee Wild, we pulled Arch Ecker aside and asked for his thoughts on this year's incredible run.
You say these guys, they battled and they have something, a unique quality about them that is just, it's so much fun to watch. And I've been able to be fortunate enough to watch them since they came together in August, and what they've achieved over these several months. They've really become something very special that Wenatchee can be proud of.
Players, coaches, and team personnel all had a chance to hoist the Fred Page Cup, proclaiming Wenatchee as the champions of the BCHL, including Arch Ecker.
Love you, Arch. What does it mean for you to be part of this team and have you hoist that trophy as well?
You know, I'm just blessed. The hockey world is such that it's a wonderful, wonderful community to be a part of. And you know, I've known Bliss for a long time, and the fact that he trusted me to be the voice of this franchise and invited me here, it's a great blessing for me personally, and I couldn't be happier. I'm thrilled, and we're just going to keep her going.
Now, Arch, Coach Chris Clark, and the Cup will be guests on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley Friday morning with Dan Kuntz at 7 o'clock, so be sure and tune in for that. That's going to be fun. Tune in for a very busy sports schedule this week. Let's get it underway today. Baseball action, Eastmont's at Sunnyside, Chelan traveling to Omak, Cascade hosting Okanagan, Lake Roosevelt at Waterville Mansfield. Battle first place at Rec Park today when Wenatchee hosts Moses Lake. The game we'll have it for you here at 7 o'clock tonight here on the NCW Life Channel. Also in area softball today, Wenatchee, Moses Lake battling for the top spot in the Big Nine softball standings. Both teams undefeated so far in league play heading into today. Also, Eastmont is on the diamond hosting Sunnyside at the Sterling Sports Complex. Manson's on the road at Pateros. Waterville Mansfield hosting Lake Roosevelt. Chelan's at Omak. Okanagan hosting Cascade. Soccer pitch. Also soccer happening around the region today. Casmere hosting Chelan. Sunnyside on the road at Eastmont. Wenatchee hosting Moses Lake. Both those games at 7 o'clock tonight. Also on the schedule today, very busy indeed. Tennis, Eastmont hosting Davis, while Wenatchee's on the road at Eisenhower. Etiot's hosting Tonasket. Cascades at Okanagan. Omak traveling to Chelan. The Wenatchee and Eastmont girls golf teams are at Sun Willows today for the Pasco Invite. On the boys' side, Cascade hosts Okanagan, while Chelan is at Omak. Finally, in track and field today, Waterville, Etiot, Bridgeport, also Brewster, all in Cashmere for a big meet today. Cascade, meanwhile, is on the road with several other teams at Liberty Bell. So here's what we have on tap for the broadcast schedule for the week here on the NCW Life Channel. As we mentioned, Wenatchee Moses Lake baseball tonight at 7 o'clock. I'll be at Rec Park for your play-by-play on that one coming up tonight. Wenatchee's Game 4 of the Fred Page Cup with Prince George will be Thursday night at 7. Then on Friday, it's Wenatchee and Davis soccer at 7 o'clock. Don't forget, Apple Blossom Festival getting underway this week, so we'll have the Kai's Fiber Youth Parade Saturday morning at 11 o'clock right here on the NCW Life Channel. Well, Mike Leake served up some batting practice in Chicago last night, surrendering 5 runs on 7 hits in the first inning. White Sox went on for a 10-4 win over the Mariners. Jose Abreu did quite a bit of the damage himself, going 4 for 5 with a couple of home runs. Leake dropped to 2-2 on the season, allowing 8 runs, 12 hits. Mike Zunino was a lone bright spot for Seattle with a home run. That's sports. I'm Eric Grandstrom. Grant, back to you.
Thank you, Eric. In tonight's features story, for the 9th time since Make a Difference Day was launched nationally in 1992, the local Make a Difference Day organization has won a national award. The Tegna Media Company presented a $10,000 check to the Wenatchee Make a Difference Day group, who in turn gave that check to the Community Foundation of North Central Washington last Thursday. On a recent episode of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, event organizer Margie Kerr credits the general goodness of the Valley's residents for the success of Make a Difference Day.
I think that it's in our DNA to help others. I really think we're built to help others. It's a win-win. We feel good when we do, and we help each other. I think some people don't know what to do. Everybody's got a gift to give, they just don't know how to use it. So Make a Difference Day is an opportunity to plug into things. You know, we present some needs and then people say, oh, I can do that. Or people are imaginative and they think of their own. I think it's that simple.
Laurel Helton is Kerr's co-organizer, and she says doing lots of projects on one day is a bonding experience.
It gives you a sense of community to do it on one day because you get to join hands and you make friends and you get to know your community better, and that feels really good, I think. Like she said, it's a win-win. When you do something for somebody else, you really get that back in so much more than what you gave. So yeah, I believe it's in our DNA too. I think people are good and they really want to make things better where they're at. And this is just a day to kind of spotlight it and join together.
The $10,000 prize goes into a fund that people can use for seed money for this year's Make a Difference Day on October 27th. We'll be back with a recap of some of our top stories and your complete local weather forecast right after this.
Walk and Roll Wenatchee's Asian Express is fast, fresh food. Wenatchee Roll's new Poke Hawaiian Fresh Salad Bar is the best. Fresh greens, fresh seafood, and handmade sauces. You know what you want. At Walk and Roll, create your own style meal. Hot off the line chicken, beef, and veggie plates. Lunch or dinner to match your appetite. Fresh sushi, hot entrees, Poke Fresh Salad Bar. It's new. It's Walk and Roll Wenatchee, fast, fresh food your way. Located on 5th and Mission.
Lake Chelan mailboxes find solutions and the best price for all your shipping needs, including UPS, FedEx, and the U.S. Postal Service. We offer a variety of services including quality copies of all sizes, faxing, scanning, sending and receiving email, laminating, and notarizing. Enjoy browsing through our large selection of greeting cards. Lake Chelan mailboxes supports our military, fire victims, and our community. Come see us at the Plaza in Lake Chelan.
The all-new Yamaha Wolverine X4 offers 4 times the proven off-road capability, 4 times the comfort, and 4 times the confidence to deliver 4 times the excitement on your next outdoor adventure.
Welcome back to the NCW Life Evening News. A home security camera captured a vandal in the act of breaking windows at an East Wenatchee area home overnight. Douglas County Sheriff Harvey Jesdahl is hopeful that the video helps identify the suspect.
Well, at about 3:45 in the morning on the night of the 24th, we got a call of a burglary in progress at the 300 block of Man of War Lane. The deputies got to the scene and found that a back glass door had been broken out, as also a window that went into the kitchen.
If you can identify the suspect in that video, contact the Douglas County Sheriff's Office. Well, have you voted yet? The deadline to return your mail-in ballots is today. The special election will decide the fate of a new Wenatchee High School bond, a Fire and Parks District levy in Manson, and an M&O levy in the Brewster School District. Chelan County Auditor Skip Moore says over 30% of the ballots that were sent out have been returned.
The Wenatchee School District's coming in at 31%. The Manson Park and Rec District's coming in at 35%. And Fire District number 7's coming in at 41%. When we roll those up and look at the entire election, we're at 33%. But so, as you can see, the Wenatchee School District, the biggest one on this election, is in at 31%, close to 32%. I anticipate that's going to go up with mail received today and then the drop box tomorrow.
NCW Life will post the results of tonight's vote count to our website and Facebook soon after the polls close at 8 p.m. Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. But before we do that, as always, let's take a beautiful look outside our weather window. This time looking from Orondo back towards the Wenatchee area. Usually we're looking up the Columbia River, but today the other direction, and boy is it beautiful. A very calm and still Columbia River Traffic flying by on Highway 97 with some sunshine out there and some high clouds, but temperatures today above normal into the upper 60s. What we're seeing, we currently have high pressure aloft over northern Wyoming with a small, what's called a thermal-induced low-level weather system. That's off the southeast Oregon coast. You can see that spinning just off the coast there. That's bringing more warm air into our area. So the combination of the two will continue to bring us clear skies and warmer temperatures. Their surface loop will take us from Monday all the way into Thursday, and the high pressure really isn't going anywhere. While our temperatures will reach into the upper 60s today, maybe even mid 70s, which is about 10 degrees over our normal high of 64 for this time of year. The temperature climb isn't stopping there either. By Wednesday and Thursday, we'll see highs in the upper 70s with lower 80s expected on Friday. Boy, you can see all the hot weather, those orange and reds on the map in the western U.S. Very warm temperatures, but our weather will begin to change on Friday night. As an area of low pressure replaces our strong high pressure in place, ushering in mostly cloudy skies. That low at the bottom of your screen. Temperatures will cool down drastically this weekend, dropping down to the upper 60s on Saturday and lower 60s on Sunday. We'll have a 30% chance of rain on Saturday and a 50% chance on Sunday. The low will be very slow to move out of the area on Monday, which will bring a slight chance for showers as that weather system moves east. Here's your forecast. Tonight will drop down. Talk about mild overnight lows. 47 tonight, 79 tomorrow, sunny and warm. 80 degrees on your Thursday. That's right, 80 and all the way up to 83 with some compressional heating on Friday. Not close to record highs though, but still awfully warm for this time of year. And then the cool down begins. Saturday at 68, a slight chance for rain, up to 50% chance for the wet stuff on Sunday and 61. And then a slow warm up begins once again on Monday with mostly cloudy skies early, a 30% chance of rain and 63 degrees. Well, as we leave you tonight, a Wenatchee woman is in jail suspected in a Monday morning robbery involving a Chelan County PUD work crew. Captain Edgar Reinfeld with the Wenatchee Police Department says it happened on the south side of town.
Chelan County PUD crew was working in the vicinity of Mission and Stevens Street, right at the west end of the George Siller Bridge there, when a female approached the crew, assaulted a crew member, took his hard hat, put it on, and wandered off into the neighborhood, and was eventually located down at Locomotive Park. The call is actually a robbery because there's a theft with an assault to facilitate the theft. She went and hauled off and somehow assaulted the lineman to take his hard hat and then wandered off. She was located down at Locomotive Park and arrested ultimately for robbery in the first degree.
Reinfeld says the motive is not known. He identified the suspect as 36-year-old Michelle Ballou. No one was injured in the assault. If you have a video of the day you'd like to see on the NCW Life Evening News, message us on our Facebook page at the NCW Life channel. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-NCWL. That's 888-6295. Also, keep it right here on the NCW Life channel tomorrow morning for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley with host Dan Kuntz and News with Steve Hare. Thanks for joining us and have a great night.
This is TV. This is TV Set Free. TV everywhere from Localtel sets you free to watch what you want, where you want. Catch your favorite networks, including live TV, ready to watch on any web-connected device for no extra charge. That's TV Set Free. Enjoy the extra value Localtel delivers with TV everywhere. Visit localtel.net and sign up today.
Hey there, Wenatchee. I'm Sean Lee, and I'm inviting you to check out the NCW Movie Guide to keep up on what movies are playing in our town.
High school sports is back this spring on the NCW Life Channel.
you like baseball? We've got you covered with the Wenatchee Panthers and the Eastmont Wildcats. How about softball? We have you covered there too with fast pitch action right here. How about lacrosse? Yep, got you covered there too with the Wenatchee Valley Thunder. And of course, there's boys soccer. Whatever your interest, we've got you covered on your home for high school spring sports, the NCW Life Channel.
Stay up to date with what's happening in North Central Washington. Go to the NCW Life community calendar at ncwlife.com.